Welcome to Castles and Canals. This week, we are continuing our 7-night sailing on Icon of the Seas with a fun-packed sea day, as well as our first visit to St. Kitts. We continue our tour of the eateries and entertainment on board, including both the Aqua Theater and ice skating shows. You won't want to miss this.
Welcome to day 3 on Icon of the Seas. It's another sea day. We're steaming down towards St. Kitts as our first port of call tomorrow. We're racing the Celebrity Apex over here. But yeah, so we're gonna go get some breakfast down at Surfside Eatery, and then we're gonna find a pool this morning because it's gonna be a quiet sea day. So let's go.
For breakfast today, we are heading down to another of the included options, Surfside Eatery. They have a smaller buffet of breakfast options, including not only the standards like bacon and eggs, but also more whimsical, kid-friendly options like sugary pastries, breakfast hot dogs, and banana pancakes. Also likes to surprise you with these incredibly lifelike, at a distance, statues just hanging out in odd places. The rest of the morning was spent lounging on the pool deck. Not a bad way to spend part of a day at sea. Hideaway, the adults only area, really is a nice place to escape to on the ship.
So I'm chilling in Cloud 17. It's the other infinity pool on the ship, other than the Hideaway one, right next to a lime and the coconut. So I got myself a rum punch, which I'll put the ingredients on the screen, but it is really tasty. I do remember it has a float of the Kraken rum, so it's really, really good. Beautiful day. This pool's pretty nice. It's not super crowded like the rest of them, and you have lovely views of the sea from up here.
After lounging the morning away in the pools, we made our way to the Central Park neighborhood for our lunch reservation. This area of the ship is incredible. With all the live plants growing throughout the space, you could almost forget you're at sea. The green living walls are particularly stunning.
Alright, so we just had our lunch at the Chops Grill behind us. It is an extra pay dining restaurant on board.
It was $30 per person for lunch.
For lunch, yeah. Dinner's a bit more expensive. The food was incredible. It was so, so good. I haven't had a burger that good in a very long time. What'd you think of yours?
Unfortunately not as a raving review as Tori's. I will say I had the Chops Grill filet on day 1 when we embarked because we got it through the key member thing, and that filet was really good. So today I went for the Caesar salad, which I know Views and Q's have raved about. Amazing croutons, and it didn't hit me in the right way today. I wasn't a fan. I actually preferred the wedge salad I had first with balsamic, so I had a salad and salad. Mashed potatoes were good. I didn't have a dessert, so for me, not as a home run as it was for Tori, but that normally happens at most restaurants.
Yeah, the red velvet cake, highly recommend. It was so light. The frosting was so creamy. It was absolutely delicious. Really enjoyed this meal. 10 out of 10, no notes.
After lunch, we spent a bit of time playing cards up in the Pearl Cafe area. We've recently gotten hooked on playing Skip-Bo. Do you bring board or card games with you on holiday? Leave us your recommendations in the comments below.
How may I help you?
Did you win?
I won game 1, and that was great.
Did you win game 2?
I feel there might have been some cheating involved by the other party, but no, this is a 1-to-1 tie in Skippo.
That was me. I won game 2. I'm the champion.
Our Lazy Sea Day continued with a return to Rye and Bean in the Overlook. We had heard tale of these mini beer shots that supposedly taste like vanilla ice cream, and so we had to try them out.
For Matthew to espresso martini. Thank you. I'm a Patricia. Thank you.
Thank you.
It's really cute.
Okay, these are the secret mini beers from Ryan Bean.
Oh, that's really good.
Oh, it's so tasty.
Yeah? That's what we came for.
Really does taste like vanilla ice cream.
So good.
That was really good.
And for good measure, a couple of espresso martinis while we chilled in the Overlook.
Not as good as the mini beer.
Not as good as the mini beer, and not as good as the Guinness stout one we had yesterday. Is that like better?
Still good though.
When are we started becoming espresso martini people?
Who knows?
We're being influenced by our friends.
Okay, we have continued our history of excellence in Disney trivia. Just kidding.
Yes, though it was not a Disney ship, they still have Disney trivia. And us, being the responsible Disney adults that we are, felt compelled to compete.
All right, folks, get ready for question number 1 right here, right? In what year did Disneyland in California open? If you know this one, write down. If you do not know, say, "Aww." Let's check it out, the next one. Ooh, what are the names of Cinderella's stepsisters?
We did well. If you want to go by their rules, which I will have a moment to talk about that, we got 26 out of 30. Technically a fine performance. But I have a bone to pick with Philippe and question number 7. Number 7, what princess was at Elsa's coronation?
So, obviously, the answer is Anna, right? Because Anna's a princess. She was there.
Yep.
Ergo, she was a princess at the coronation. But no.
Their answer? Rapunzel. That is just one of those Instagram theories from the reels that are putting her in that place. There is no fact. Disney has not said, yes, Rapunzel was there.
That we know of. Perhaps
That
we
we
just
know
didn't know
of.
that, but yeah. It's,
Leave a message in the comments if you know that for a fact Rapunzel was there, but I don't think so. So we should have gotten 27, which still we wouldn't have won, but we would have come in second place.
yes.
Because it was the winners had 28, which again, another one I was mad at ourselves. We didn't get Sven, but
That one was pretty hard. But yeah, I mean, overall, it was interesting. It was no Dr. Knows More trivia. It was a PowerPoint slideshow with some questionable animations, but it was fun. It was nice to see a little bit of Disney on the Royal Caribbean ships. We had fun, so this is all kind of, we're taking it in good fun, but yeah.
there was a medal on the line.
We still disagree with that battle, or that
Yeah.
answer. Yeah, for sure. All right, time to make some dinner at the Aquadome Market, and we have the Aqua Show up next, so we're very excited for that. We've heard very good things, so let's go.
The Aqua Action Show absolutely blew us away.
Riddle me this, riddle me that. Who's afraid of the big black bat? Batman? Who is Batman? I'm Batman.
Ladies and gentlemen, come on, let's hear it for the cast of Aqua Action!
Alright, so we just got out of Aqua Action in the Aqua Theater. The show is bonkers. Like, in the best possible way, of course. Just insane.
They were outstanding. The divers, the dancers, the guys in the wheels. Like, I don't mind officially blown. I can see why everyone says that is one of the best performance shows on the ship, because that was wild to watch.
Yeah,
amazing.
The sheer athleticism, it was incredible.
The muscles, the abs, it was just like, if only in another lifetime I could do that.
I mean, they had people literally falling from the ceiling, like, I don't know, 5 stories up. It was crazy. But it was so good. I'm so
Good
glad
music,
we saw it.
you got some Star Wars in there.
Yeah, the Star Wars section was great. Those robotic arms are just, like, wild.
Yeah.
Just a combination of all these different technologies and skills and stuff. So good. Great way to end the day.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to call it. We're going to go get some rest. Tomorrow we're in St. Kitts. We're going to get off the ship and probably take some video of the ship as well from the outside, as well as go check out St. Kitts because we've never been there before.
A little bit, but then get on the ship because hopefully there'll be less people.
Yes.
And you can get some other stuff done.
Cool. All right. Night. Welcome to day 4 aboard Icon of the Seas. Today we're in St. Kitts. Never been here before, so we're gonna get off the ship a bit later. But for now, we're just kind of exploring the ship when it's a bit quieter. We had a lovely breakfast at Park Cafe this morning. They have assortment of sandwiches, fruits, bagels, pastries, things like that. So it's kind of a bit of a chiller place to get breakfast. Very good. Yeah. We're docked here alongside the Celebrity Apex and the Ida Crystal Serenity is over there. Yeah, looking very much forward to getting off. It is very warm and humid here though, so lots of melting today. But let's go.
Before we headed off the ship, we grabbed lunch at the Pearl Cafe. This cafe is open 24 hours a day and has a nice selection of grab-and-go foods that changes depending on the time of day. Pearl Cafe also has a counter with a variety of drink fountains, including coffee, various milks, hot water for tea, and a variety of fruit juices. The pulled chicken sandwich here is particularly good. It comes on a biscuit roll and they will heat it up for you.
We are currently on the Icon of the Seas, so this is pretty exciting to finally be able to see the back of it. We just got off at St. Kitts, so this is, I think, the most southern that Tori and I have ever been, together or separately. But there are 4 ships docked today, and actually we are going to be spending next New Year's on the Celebrity Apex that is over here.
Sadly, we've had to postpone our family trip on the Celebrity Apex, but not to worry. We will be boarding it in 2026 for our return to the Norwegian fjords and are really looking forward to that.
Yeah, once you read kids are kids, and I'm okay with that. My issue is the parent.
When you can, drink local. So we're trying a nice Carib.
Caribbean original beer from the heart of the Caribbean. This is a lager.
Yeah, but it's refreshing when it's like 30 degrees.
Yeah, it's warm.
I love it.
Melting. It's good.
We had a nice time exploring the port of St. Kitts, but it's time to go back on board. It's a beautiful warm afternoon, so it's time to head back to the hideaway for some time relaxing in the hot tubs and pool. Tori also decided that today was the day to give some of the slides in the Category 6 water park a try, starting with the racing mat slides.
Storm Chasers has 2 slides side by side where you race the other person to the bottom. These slides are both incredibly fast and incredibly fun. I might have done them a few times while the ship was relatively quiet. Definitely check them out.
And then came the rain. We ducked the afternoon shower by stopping at the Lime and Coconut Frozen Bar. They have a variety of frozen alcoholic beverages, which you can also mix to create different combinations. Tori enjoyed mixing the strawberry and pina colada flavors. Pro tip, if you buy your drink with one of the drink koozie bottles, you get a $2 discount on refills. After about 3 refills, you make the money back. Okay, now we need to go get ready to see the ice show, Starburst Elemental Beauty. Not only ice skating, this show features the talent of Ukrainian juggler and Cirque du Soleil performer Victor Key.
Neutrons bouncing to the quantum beam. Let the fusion begin.
Guess that's what I get for
was a fun show with amazingly talented athletes and a stunning production. Definitely not one to be missed. After the ice show, we stopped at Playmakers for a snack. Playmakers, the sports bar and restaurant on board. On our voyage, we saw a variety of games shown here, including NFL and NHL live games. There's also a selection of arcade games you can play. Like the arcade and Surfside, these are also an extra charge. Playmakers has a selection of bar foods and a pretty extensive drink list, all for an extra charge. We ordered the barbecue pulled pork sliders, which were quite good. That's it for today. Join us next time as we arrive at our next port of call, St. Thomas, and enjoy even more fun and food aboard Icon of the Seas.